How do you maintain a healthy balance between physical and emotional intimacy?
Maintain balance, a healthy balance between physical and emotional intimacy is kind of tricky because for me, intimacy is something that is very important to me because one of my love languages is physical touch. And yes, there's a difference between physical touch and intimacy. So, maintaining a healthy balance would be recognizing that touching my body is not the same thing as touching my emotions, and drawing a distinct line between both, so I'm not affected mentally by maybe someone who is touching just my body and somehow thinks that they're touching my emotions. My emotions are very delicate. I can have a very strong exterior, and sometimes people perceive me as because I'm masculine presenting most times. People could perceive me as rash or one of that. Or I'm actually, I can actually be such a crybaby, and this is crazy. Why am I exposing myself to this? I mean, this is Naked Unfiltered. Yeah, I tend to remind myself when it's just physical and when it's emotional. And it's not necessarily anybody that can touch my physical body that can touch my emotional parts. So I would say it all happens mentally. The way I balance it is mentally. I analyze the situations and I allow things to be exactly what they are. I do not what's the word now? I don't put things out of context. If this is what it is, I keep it there. But yeah, I know I've had situations where I confused physical intimacy with emotional intimacy. And those are like very rare cases. And so that's because I came from a place of emotional intimacy in those situations. But when I went back into myself and I just analyzed the situation and told myself to, be honest with yourself and look at this for exactly what it is. I realized when it's just physical and that is what basically is my emotion. So yeah, if my brain does most of the work of balancing different aspects of my life.
Share a personal accomplishment that brought you immense joy.
Personal accomplishments that brought me immense joy. Funny as it sounds, it's when I decided that it's not just about me, and it's about the entire collective. And I started Total Art. And I started Total Art, and it's about pushing forward for all creatives. And it almost feels like I pipe down on my personal creativity so that the collective can work. As much as on a personal level to feel like I don't have time for my personal creativity because I'm busy creating for the collective. It also gives me immense joy to see people, see creatives come around and tell me things like, oh my god, I came to this event and I felt this type of way, I felt safe, I felt very inspired to do XYZ. and especially I think dance on the beach. Every time that we've done dance on the beach, it's a defining moment because I always have someone, I always have a creative who comes up to say, I get it, I get the vision for the collective, and I want to share in this vision, and I know what to do for the creative collective and the creative economy. And so anytime stuff like that happens, honestly, it gives me immense joy. Yes, I know I can go back to my tiny curriculum and remember that I haven't created art for a long time, or I haven't done stuff for myself in a long time. But hearing people's quote testimonies about the things that we create for the collective actually gives me immense joy.
How can you ensure open communication about your mental health needs without fear of judgment?
Anybody who knows me well, anybody who knows me well knows that my motto is always, I'll let you be, I'll let you be exactly who you are. But sometimes it feels like I don't give myself that same amount of grace. But I have started consciously giving myself the same grace. And so whenever I have to do with me communicating my mental health, I'm just telling myself the truth, and I just allow myself to come as I am, even when I'm coming to myself. I maybe in the state of meditation, I try to strip away any form of judgment. No matter what it is I've done, I try not to judge myself. I just allow myself talk about the situation as plain as it is. That way I'm able to communicate to myself effectively and most times find the solution to those things I'm communicating. So primarily it's about allowing myself to be. That is my mantra. Allow me to be, because I will always allow other people to be. So if I can allow another person to be, so why can't I allow myself to be? Yeah, so that's the way that I show open communication about my mental health needs without fear.
Share a past success or achievement that contributes to your self-confidence.
Past success or achievements. I don't want to say that's a bit, because that's a decent bit. But in the past, I think my very first exhibition, Just Being. Yeah, I'm still talking about Just Being. So my very first exhibition was Just Being, and the only artist that I exhibited was Babatunde Tribe. At the time, he was the only person who thought that I had something cool to show, and Head Factor supported us in that exhibition by giving us a space. The way all that exhibition came around, I think it was the first time I thought that money isn't the problem. Money isn't the problem. Just having the right people around you is what gets things done. Because frankly, I didn't have a lot of money, but I was able to do that exhibition, and I mean, people turned up. It was one of I still consider it one of the best exhibitions I've done. People came, it was very intimate. People laughed, people cried, people felt sexy, people wanted to have sex. People felt a lot of things, and it just showed me in that moment that I could do anything. I could do anything at all. Yeah, so that is one moment, one achievement I have that has contributed to my self-confidence. And that was 2021.
How do you express love and affection when you're feeling particularly happy?
How do I express love and affection when I feel particularly happy? When I'm happy, I feel like a child. I feel like my 5-year-old self. She's very giggly and very happy and very energetic and very puppy-like. And she's just all over the place and smiling. And I like to cook when I'm happy because it makes me cook with so much joy and love. And I like to snuggle into my partner's body and just be there. And I like to have intimate parties when I'm happy. Like just calling 2, 3, 4, 5 of my friends and we just stay, share good moments, laugh, cry if we must. Just really express ourselves as much as we can. And yeah, that's how I show love and affection, express love and affection when I'm happy. I'm usually just like a puppy all over the place. Hi everyone, thank you for being here. This is Naked and Unfiltered.